From the Bob Mills Weather Center, meteorologist Sawyer Wells.
Oh my, Myrtle's face, that is how I feel about the weather right now. As we're going forward, we're going from hot to just kind of outside. We're talking about that cold front moving on in, a big wave on up to our northwest. That's what's bringing all that snow to the higher portions of the Rocky Mountains. And we're looking at a severe potential here tonight, at least across eastern and southern Oklahoma. You see where the cold front is. You don't have to be a meteorologist to point out where you go from the orange to the yellow very quickly. Temperatures out ahead of the front, 80s and some 90s. Got 60s, 50s, and then Denver, Colorado, 37 degrees. Same thing up in Billings, and some of those higher elevations are down into the lower 30s and upper 20s, and they're expecting to get well below freeze, and that's why they have hard freeze warnings. And again, you know it's bad when the higher elevations have hard freeze warnings because it's a lot different than what we have here in eastern Oklahoma. They've got winter storm warnings as well. Right now, we don't have any watches or warnings across the state of Oklahoma. May change as we go on throughout the evening hours. I wouldn't be surprised if we had a severe thunderstorm watch issued for us. Temperatures right now across the state, I mentioned before, right now it's 87 in Idabel. And Guyman's warmed up by 1 degree as well. They're sitting at 66. So we're talking a 21-degree temperature change from the southeast to the northwest. When we're talking about the high temperatures, don't kind of be fooled by this. Places up to the northwest, basically of I-44, you've already hit your high for the day. So that was earlier. So you're just kind of staying cool as gone throughout the rest of the evening hours. And we're still talking about showers and storms trying to form right along the cold front or just behind it as we go on throughout the late evening, early overnight hours. And then that'll eventually start to push on through once we get into the early morning hours of your Saturday. We're having to watch out for this because, of course, tea times tomorrow morning might be impacted a little bit. Again, something to kind of be aware of. Temperatures will be in the upper 50s and lower 60s for us here in Tulsa. 70s down to the southeast. We might have some sprinkles or showers around through the midday hour for your Saturday before the front basically kind of pushes out of the state. Temperatures really not going anywhere across most of the area. Still talking about 60s for our highs. So maybe I'd say 2 to 5 degrees of temperature change from the morning to the afternoon hours. Then we go into your Sunday morning, and once again, 40s with some 30s out into the panhandle. And by your Sunday afternoon, maybe a little bit of sunshine in here. Temperatures mid, lower 60s. We'll have some 70s down along the Red River. So again, kind of a cool streak as we're going throughout your weekend. I think a lot of people, though, who have been out of the PGA especially are kind of ready for some cooler weather. It has been just very hot out there, hot and muggy, just not a good combination. Your storm zone for tonight, south and west of Tulsa, is the best chance for any severe weather. So we're going to be watching out for that. Again, main time frame for that would be probably about 5 to 9 o'clock. Just kind of depends on where you're at across the area. And then as far as the temperatures are concerned for the PGA, notice, again, not really going anywhere. We drop tonight, and then we just kind of stay in the 60s overall. We'll start off your Sunday morning in the 40s, but 60s overall for the high temperatures for the next couple of days. The winds, as I mentioned before, as well, going to be gusty for this afternoon. We've already had those gusts, staying like that throughout your Saturday morning, and then those will taper off later on Saturday afternoon into your Sunday. And then begin to more of an active weather pattern. Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, pretty decent chance of showers and storms. The severe threat overall pretty low just because we are going to be relatively cool. So this is looking more like kind of a rain event, maybe a few embedded thunderstorms, but that severe threat's pretty low. And east of I-35, we can still pick up 1 to 3 inches with localized heavier amounts than that. So kind of get ready for it. Again, we're talking about 90 degrees throughout this afternoon. Showers and storms tonight into tomorrow. And we cool back down into the 60s for your weekend. There's a look at your forecast, Kristen, and back to you.